Welcome back. In part 1, we followed the journey of user question as it's entered an AI system. We saw that the model doesn't process language the way human do. Instead, it converts text into tokens, transform those tokens into mathematical vector called embeddings, and uses the attention mechanism to determine which part of the input deserve the most computational focus. At this point, our AI agent understands the user intent. But here is something important. Understanding the question is not the same as knowing the answer. Our engineer is still asking, why did my deployment fail? The model knows this is deployment investigation, but it still doesn't know what actually happened. And that's where the real work begins. Let's imagine you are the senior architect on call. An engineer sends you a message saying production deployment failed. Would you immediately reply, I know the exact reason why? Of course not. Your first reaction would probably be, let me investigate. You would ask a question like, which deployment? What time did it fail? Were the infrastructure alerts? Did anyone change configuration? Were there any recent code changes? Notice something. Before trying to answer, you are first deciding what information you need. Enterprise AI agent works in exactly the same way. After understanding the user's question, the next step isn't answering. The next step is planning and investigation. This stage is called a reasoning. Now, I want to clarify something because the word reasoning can be misleading. When people hear the word, they often imagine the model sitting there thinking like a human. That's not what's happening. The model isn't concise, it doesn't have intuition, it isn't reflecting on the problem. Instead, it's doing something much more mechanical but also incredibly powerful. Based on its training and the current context, it predicts the next most appropriate action. For our deployment failure example, the model may internally conclude something like this: I need the deployment logs. I should check the CloudWatch alerts. I need to compare this deployment with the latest successful release. I should inspect recent configuration changes. Notice what's happening here. The model isn't producing an answer, it's decomposing a complex problem into smaller investigation steps. This is one of the biggest difference between chatbot and an AI system. A chatbot is optimized to generate text. An enterprise AI agent is optimized to gather evidences before gathering text. That distinction is fundamental. Think like an architect. Good enterprise systems separate decision making from the execution. The model decides what should happen next. Something else performs the actual work. That architectural separation becomes extremely important as our system becomes larger and more complex. So now our AI agent has a plan. It knows it needs deployment log, CloudWatch alerts, maybe GitHub commit, perhaps information from the knowledge base. But another question appears: how does the model know which system it should use first? That is based upon the tool selection. One of the biggest misconception about AI agent is that somehow they know how to interact with the enterprise system. Well, they don't. The model only know about the tools we explicitly expose to it. Think about new engineer joining your organization. On their first day, they don't automatically know your deployment platform. They don't know where the logs are stored. They don't know which dashboard contain production metrics. You have to introduce those systems. You need to explain this is CloudWatch, this is GitHub, this is Jira, this is our internal knowledge base, blah 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 blah. AI agent work exactly the same way. Every capability is registered as a tool. More importantly, every tool includes description. That description tells the model what the tool does, when it should be used, what parameter it expects, and what information it returns. Now, let's return to our deployment investigation. The model has several possible options. Should it call CloudWatch? Should it inspect deployment log? Should it query GitHub? Should it search the internal documentation? How does it choose? Surprisingly, it doesn't inspect the source code. It doesn't analyze the implementation. It reads the tool description. If one description says retrieve CloudWatch log for a specific application and time range, the model understands that this capability can help investigate production failure. If another description says retrieve deployment history for a release pipeline, the model understands a different capability. It compares those description against the user goal and predicts which tool is more likely to move the investigation forward. That's why tool description are not documentation. They are part of your AI architecture. Poor description often leads to poor tool selection, even if the tool itself is perfectly implemented. Now, think like an architect. When architect review API, we pay close attention to contracts. And enterprise AI tool description becomes one of the contract. A well-designed tool with a poorly written description may never be selected by the tool. In many systems, improving the description produces better result than changing the model itself. Our AI agent has now selected the CloudWatch as the most appropriate capability, but choosing a tool and executing a tool are two very different things. This brings us to one of the most important architectural component in the enterprise AI system, the agent runtime. This is where we separate myth from reality. Many people imagine the LLM directly connecting AWS, calling CloudWatch log, querying databases, running SQL, executing REST APIs. That is not how production enterprise AI system work. The LLM never authenticate with AWS. It never receives IAM credential. It never opens HTTP connections. It never execute APIs. Instead, the model produces something much simpler, a structured tool request. You can think of it as a saying, please execute the CloudWatch logs tool using this parameter. That's all. The actual execution is performed by another component, that is the agent runtime. Think of the runtime as the operating system of your AI agent. The runtime receives the pull request, it validates the request, check permissions, authenticate with AWS, execute the API, handle retries, capture telemetry, record audit logs, applies governance policies, and finally return the result back to the model. This separation is one of the reason enterprise AI system can be secure. The model decides, the runtime executes, the model never leaves its sandbox. Everything that interact with production infrastructure happens inside the runtime. That's why modern AI platform invest enormous in engineering efforts into runtime design, security, observability, authentication, authorization, compliance, scalability. Those responsibilities belong to the runtime, not to the LLM. Think like an architect. If I ask where is the most engineering effort should go in the enterprise AI platform, my answer wouldn't be the model. It would be the runtime because that's where enterprise requirement actually live. Our runtime has successfully executed a CloudWatch query. A few seconds later, it returns the result. Then what happens? The observing and the re-reasoning happens. Imagine the runtime returns to this observation, database connection, timeout. Now, here is the interesting question. Is that enough evidence to answer the question? Probably not. A less sophisticated system might stop there and immediately generate a response. But a good enterprise AI agent behaves differently. It reasons again. The observation become now context. Instead of asking, what should I do? The model now asks, given this new evidence, what should I investigate next? Maybe the database become unavailable because of the networking issues, maybe configuration changed, maybe the deployment introduced an incorrect connection string. Maybe another deployment modified shared infrastructure. The agent now plans its a second investigation. It may request deployment history. It may inspect the recent infrastructure change. It may compare previous successful release, notice the pattern, reason, act, observe, reason again, act again. This feedback loop is what makes enterprise AI agent adaptive. They don't simply execute the fixed sequence of instruction. They continuously refine their investigation as now evidences become available. This iterative reasoning process is one of the defining characteristic of modern AI agent. Think like an architect. A production AI agent is not a single inference. It is a sequence of reasoning cycles. Every observation improves the quality of the next decision. That's why we refer to this as an agent loop, not a single model in innovation. Invocation. My bad. So far, we have seen something remarkable. Our AI agent has understood the question, created the investigation plan, selected the appropriate tool, executed it through the runtime, received evidences, and updated this reasoning. But there is one question we still haven't answered. Where did all the information available to the model actually come from? System instruction, conversion history, retrieve document, previous tool result. How are all of these assembled before every reasoning cycle? That bring us one of the most underrated discipline in modern enterprise AI, context engineering. We will explore that in the next part. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.